for a moment, but I had to turn off real quick and change the name of my stream because I had not set that yet. So there you go. But I'm here. It's the afternoon. I'm gonna do some flight simulatoring. I've got my yoke set back up. I want to test a couple of things. Most importantly, some sensitivity settings. Because there's new stuff. But we're going to get this thing in the air. Right now it is default, which means it's going to suck, which I noticed it had reset to, and that was why I was having such a damn hard time yesterday flying. It's probably true on all of my things, I think, because they updated it. And this is a local airport, which I am familiar with. And we're going to fly around a local area where I'm also familiar with things, so keep it simple. We're going to turn our sound up. I had this turned down for jet fighters that don't obey the... That's a new bug. It's a fun new bug. I need to test that. So this is a new bug I've noticed with multiple planes. If you go into the menus, shuts the engines off. So something has happened here. We're going to figure that out right the hell now, because I'm tired of it. I have a feeling a setting... Alright, so we have a running engine. We don't. Escape has to be shutting the engines off. Let's figure that out. That seems important. I'm thinking... We search by input. Let's just toggle pause. Why would toggle pause cut my engines? That must be a new simulator bug. That's nice. Wonder if we active pause. Pause toggles active pause. Let's see if we can work around this. Okay. So. That's not the right button. Is it? Pause. Escape. Resume. Nah, that was not active paused. Yep. All right, so this seems to be a problem that's been in... Interesting. It's related to mixture. According to a couple people. Let's test. I know why. I had my mixture control set to minimum. So let's try this. Aha! Problem solved. Okay, so it is a bug, but it's my fault. Sort of. It shouldn't happen. So if you're playing this right now and you have your mixture set to minimum, don't pause your engine. It reloads the state. So when it came out of pause, it noted that my mixture thing was set all the way to minimum, and it actually reacted in game. And I bet you we can even watch that happen. Like, let's restart. I could just have the autopilot turn the engine on for me, but that's okay. What a dumb thing. All right. So there's our knob. Pause. Yep, that was it. Okay. Problem solved. That actually solves another major issue I was having yesterday, so now we can fly something again that I really enjoy flying that I thought was broken as hell. So let's actually fly now. Alright, let's get ourselves off the ground. Angle that a little bit. There we go. Brakes off. Throttle in. And away we go. Get a little altitude and speed here. Put the flaps away. We're in the air. We're going to do an immediate turn to the left and get ready to talk to people. Huh. Guess they're not going to bug me. Oh, this thing just kind of... Wait a minute! Wait a minute! We're going over there. There are people at the glider club. That's my local glider club. We have to look now. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my god, they're taking off from my glider club. This is so cool. We have to go look at them. What are they in? I want to know now if these are glider club people. That'd be really fun. C208. What is that? We're going in. Attack Cessna. Well, this gives me a chance to check out if something else got fixed. Wonder who they are. Waggle the wings at them, see if they notice us. I'm about ready to go get a jet, but gotta chase them down. I'll never catch them. They're too quick. Wonder where they're going. We cannot keep up with them wherever they're headed to. I'm gonna wave my wings a little more and then we'll head off in a different direction. I want to lose some altitude, just a smidge. I want to be at about 3,000 feet. Then we're going to start testing this. That was so cool. I wonder who they were and what they were doing. How awesome. And down to about 23 for cruise. And we'll lose a little altitude. Well, it looks like the lake actually works now. You don't get this weird glitch anymore. That's nice. We're gonna hang around this area for testing purposes. Oh, a little lower than I wanted to be. Give it a little juice. There, we got this bad boy trimmed more or less. A little bit of pullback pressure. Gain those last 100 feet or so. There's the glider port. Alright. Pull that bad boy out. It'll dip a bit, lose a little tiny smidge. Reset it. Come on. Don't oscillate. There we go. Alright, we're gonna go like cruise speed. Woo. This seems pretty good. Alright. We need to stop gaining altitude, please. Man, we're hitting some turbulence. That's why we're gaining altitude. All right. So let's do some maneuvering here. It's a bit sensitive. It's not bad. My current yoke is way better. But tiny adjustments are hard, and very little bits of control really give you a lot of results. So there's a new setting I wanted to test out. Got alpha flight controls, sensitivity. We got this again. I've reset this all to default. So let's go all the way to the end. Reactivity 0. I want to see how this feels. There's like resistance. There's like a very slow, sluggish response. Okay. So it's kind of a lag on your inputs. I wish it was on the output and not the input, personally, but okay. That feels infinitely better, honestly. In a general aviation setting, anyway. Wow, that is much better. Now I'm able to make small adjustments. Now, if I wanted to make a big adjustment, that would be harder to do, and it becomes dangerous. So that's too much, but let's see if we can tweak that. It feels a hell of a lot better, like, wow. Wonder why it went back to default, though. That's... Oh, wait, never mind. I had it at 0. Duh. Okay. I think this had a 2% dead zone before, but that might have been me. Either way. Let's do like 50. See how that feels. Because I don't like putting a curve on the inputs, because what you get is when you're down low, when you're doing small adjustments, it feels really good, and then when you try to do a large adjustment, it goes whoomp, and you get overcorrection. I don't like that. That feels really good. let's fix that. We don't want to overdo it. Give it a little less juice. And we will do this. So you can still make very fast adjustments at 50%. That feels really good. I don't know that I necessarily need to change that much more, honestly. So it's more the speed at which the inputs occur, I think is a good thing. Let's see what we can do with that. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think adjusting the main sensitivity might be beneficial, but I don't know how much. Because this feels really solid. Let's try it though. Level this bad boy out. Go into controls. We're at like 50% reactivity and it feels really, really good. Because it feels like it's like deadening the twitchiness, which is what this needs. Alright, what if we do minus 20%? It'll, a slight curve to it. I don't like big sensitivity curves. I see people doing like 70% and whatnot, and I feel like that's a slight problem. Okay. Now I feel like I can make small adjustments. Well, I'm still oscillating up and down vertically, but there's also like some of that just occurring here because of terrain and whatnot. Ooh, let that nose dip there. That was sloppy. letting the roll get out of control. Huh, okay. Yeah, it feels really good right now. That 20% gives you the ability to make really fine adjustment without it going crazy. God, this is such a good looking program. It's just ridiculous. Good grief. This is exceedingly accurate. This area, like, it looks great. Really, really good. Should we try to land this bad boy? I think maybe back over at the other airfield. We could land it at that one. It's short enough. Let's do that. I'm gonna take it down to... There we go. Oh, wait a minute. I want to test something else. Hold up. Okay. So let's do this. We want the rudder pedals. I'm going to reset that all. So these are the brakes. And reactivity might be a good thing on them, actually. And you do want a curve because they're brakes. Brakes are progressive. We'll give them like a 2% dead zone. Right now they have no curve. We do want a curve. Give them like 20%. Same thing. Seems good. And then we'll do reactivity, say 75 maybe. Well, we'll do 50 on these. We'll see. So that the inputs aren't so fast. And then for the brake curve, you already have a curve, but the curve line isn't playing nicely with it, which is kind of funny. That was weird. Okay. Why would they be like that? That's really stupid. These got dumb. So it lets you create a curve, basically. I want them to have a fairly deep, aggressive feel. How weird. That seems good. We'll do 3300, 35. Okay. This is for the brakes. Again, I like progressive braking. It's a solid good thing. 35. And maybe a little less reactivity. We could take some of that off. Not a lot, though. Like 80. Actually, we won't. We'll leave that the way it is. We'll see how it feels. Okay, so everything's set up the same way. Let's see what small inputs with this do. Okay, okay. I almost feel like I want these to be less. See, that was a nice coordinated thing. I'm gonna make the rudder slightly less. And the braking, I don't know, we'll have to test that. Seems like a good curve though. I think the reactivity helped a lot. Because you can stomp on these things in real life, like, depending on the aircraft, of course. And I never feel like I'm doing that. Not in Flight Simulator. Because if you stomp on them on this, I don't know, it could be less reactivity maybe. It does do things, but this is general aviation. It's not gliders, so yeah, that's a thing too. All right, let's get our bearings here and go back and land. We'll play around with them more. Okay. We're gonna want to give it some juice. Okay. Come on. This thing is all over the place. Okay. I'm actually going to go this way. What about we'll land in the downhill direction? No. We'll see how I do here. I haven't flown this plane in a long time. A little wide, but that's okay. That felt really good. I'd love to do a mod and actually like build this airport out. Maybe I should do that. Learn how to do it, you know. So that felt pretty good. It definitely helped. Controls feel a heck of a lot better with some response curve and my problem with it is that I don't like the non-one-to-oneness of these. Because it already feels not one-to-one. And you get out to like maximum travel and you have weird stuff. I'm going to try it with that turned off. think these already have a bit of a curve built into them. All right, I want to try out the TBM some more. Like actually fly the TBM. Let's see. I was really enjoying the TBM. Where is that? Where's the darn thing at? There it is. Need some balance. We'll just fuel it up. Why not? Fuel it up, load it up. Definitely not taking off from there. Oh, that's interesting. Look at all the nav markers and stuff. That's crazy. So much. When you turn all of it on, it's crazy. They're kind of like, you like line work and stuff. It's fun. I enjoy that. That's really cool. Let's see. Where do we fly around in TBM? Where's people at? And where isn't going to murder my frame rate? That's another big important question. Wish I could see the markers for players more quickly. There we go. Now we can see some people. Most of this is just generic stuff and not actual players, though. That's the thing, I think. So it may or may not really matter. Why don't I stick to places I know for now? I don't know. I like flying around Ohio. It's fun. And this is a fairly short little takeoff airplane, so we'll take off from Lunken. Or there's all those little... Yeah, okay. Cool. I need to start learning how to use those. We're gonna take off and do some, like, normal flying, so... Or try. See if we can get it to work a little better.
Lunken Tower Dair 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta ready at runway 25 departing straight out.
Ah. Interesting. We'll see how it feels. I do want a set altitude and everything, perhaps, because then we'll have the flight director. And that can be handy. Go up to, say, 4,000 feet. That's interesting. Can you turn that on the ground? I don't even know. We'll see. Alright. Let's fly this bad boy. Brakes off. Brakes in. Throttle it up. That feels a hell of a lot better. Hell of a lot better. Here's coming up. That's coming up. All right, we're gonna monitor that as we climb. I'm gonna do a left turn. Hey, how's it going? Oh my gosh, this handles so much better now. I actually feel like I can make small adjustments to things and control the plane.
Delta Charlie Tango Delta, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Lunkin Tower Dair 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta frequency change.
I'm actually like controlling the plane, climbing at the correct speed, able to put it where I needed to go. Who would have thought? It's amazing when you configure your settings. Okay. No. Get a little speed going. Been playing around with my sensitivity settings, and I gotta say, I'm pretty happy now. Like, I feel like I can actually control the airplane properly. There we go. Come on. Much better. happens if I turn that off? Alright, let's do some turns. Wow, yeah, no, I feel like I can actually fly this thing now. This is great. Alright. Much better. Still feel like it's a better IFR plane than a VFR plane, but that's just me personally. Back my power off just a smidge. Wow, this handle's really good. Now, this has been a pretty good session so far. I've been figuring out some control shenanigans, and actually, I was flying around my local glider club, and there were actually people there. I was amazed. Couldn't believe it. I'm gonna head to my right, I think. I wonder what that's squawking about. I don't know what it means. Takes a lot to trim this thing now. You gotta really fidget with it. Especially as it gains speed, it reacts a lot to gaining speed. Alright, let's see where we are. I'm gonna have it altitude hold. Look at the easy version of this map. Might fly out and then come back. What does that do? Doesn't do anything.
Lunkin Tower, generic November 617, Charlie Bravo, ready for IFR departure, runway 25. Generic November 617, Charlie Bravo, cleared for takeoff, runway 25.
I suppose I should do that. Let's control this ourselves. This is a fast aircraft. Good grief.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 25, generic November 617, Charlie Bravo.
Okay. I'm gonna head back along this little river here.
Generic 7, Charlie Bravo, contact Cincinnati, departure on 121.0. Generic 7, Charlie Bravo.
I want... let the autopilot fly me for a minute. There's that airport.
Lunkin Tower, generic November, 852 Alpha Charlie, ready to go runway 25 IFR to Palm Beach.
Generic November 852 Alpha Charlie, cleared for takeoff, runway 25.
Put it in nav
Clear
mode.
for takeoff runway 25 generic November 852 Alpha Charlie.
What the? All right, I gotta see this. What is it actually having us do here? I think that's for like long range. Let's contact them. I'm gonna try to like kind of on the fly talk to them. I want to talk to KCBG.
Cincinnati Airport information, Echo 2100 Zulu. Wind 231 at 5. Visibility, tree. Sky condition, few clouds at 1,100 feet, few clouds.
Full stop.
Cincinnati Tower Dayer 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta is 16 miles northeast with Echo to land.
Dayer 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta Cincinnati Tower. Fly left base runway 18 left. Altimeter 29.9 to wind 231 at 5.
Enter left base runway 18 left Dayer Charlie Tango Delta.
Cincinnati Tower, Bliss Streak 5200 ready for IFR departure runway 18 left. Bliss Streak 5200 taxi in position and
That's
hold.
that's the one. All right, we're gonna do this. We're doing it.
Position and hold Bliss Streak 5200.
I'm flying this bad boy. This is
Giant 6406 contact.
this is a
Cincinnati
real
departure
approach.
on 126.65.
that is actually used. Although it's like a huge approach. I think most of the planes I see going overhead only kind of come out here and go over this one here or that one there.
126.65 for Giant 6406.
But this is a real thing. How cool. How cool.
Bliss Streak 5200 cleared for takeoff runway 18 left. Cleared for takeoff runway 18 left Bliss Streak 5200.
Wonder if I can skip those. I'm gonna start slowing down. I don't need to go out that far. So that would be like if I was I guess if I flight planned it ahead of time, I could. That's really cool though. I wonder if there's any way to control that more. I'll put it in approach mode.
Bliss Streak 5200 contact Cincinnati departure on 128.7.
This is like if it was a very large plane, but that's okay. In fact, let's take over. Let's take over ourselves. Turn the autopilot off. I'm gonna put it in approach mode, and I'm gonna take over and fly this thing myself. We're gonna slow down. That's so cool, though. We gotta try that in like a full flight. Like, go somewhere, do something, you know. Alright, let's control the airplane. Gotta get this bad boy slowed down. I am way too low. I am not controlling my plane well. But I'm about where I want to be. At least altitude-wise. Alright, let's get this thing lined up. Put it in approach mode and actually turn the autopilot on. New. I don't think it can handle approach mode not doing what you actually told it to do. That's okay. Like, it needs to fly the full approach procedure in order to do it. We're more or less looking good. Probably way too far out for this, but that's okay. That's pretty decent.
Dare Charlie Tango Delta cleared to land runway 18 left. Wind 231 at 5.
Cleared to land runway 18 left Dare Charlie Tango Delta.
Gotta get our speed down. We're too low. Like way too low. Could have flown an actual normal approach, I think. That's okay. This is a long, flat approach. Not great. I mean, we're on speed, but we're not good. Now we're too high. No, come back. Bumpy landing, but I'll take it. Gotta work on this plane. Do some like actual normal VFR landings with it would probably be a solid bet too. But really want to play around with this IFR shenanigans.
Dare Charlie Tango Delta, turn next taxiway.
We'll at least get off the runway.
Dare Charlie Tango Delta, contact ground on 121.7.
121.7 Dare Charlie Tango Delta.
Okay. That was really cool. I want to actually like go to the main menu and do all this stuff. So let's see what we can do. I don't think you can like flight plan until you're actually on the runway, which is a dumb thing, but that's okay. We'll try some stuff. So let's take off from CVG. Where should we go? I feel like we should go further than we have before. Let's open the filters. I don't know what the routes would be. I'd have to play around with. There's like a flight planner thing you can do that's pretty awesome. As like a website, and then it'll help you plot it out basically. Can we do like? Wait a minute. I wish this had better planning. That would be great. But we'll see. Alright, so for takeoff for CVG, why don't we go to Chicago? Because that's kind of far. Why don't we go to Indianapolis? That's not as far as I wanted to go. The hell with it. We'll do that. Winds are nice. See, I don't know what it does as far as like nav aids and stuff. We'll have to figure all that out. Anyway, looks like it is selected 18C as our takeoff, 28 right as our departure. Screw it, let's try it. I'm gonna try this. I want to see how this goes. It's like the departure setup too, which is a whole thing. I think it was 18C and 28 right.
Cincinnati Tower Dair 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta at runway 18 center ready for takeoff departure to the north.
Interesting. So it's like the different... Very interesting. One gives us a more efficient... That seems slightly more efficient. Some of these require certain runways. That's so cool. This one looked kind of good. What the hell does it have us doing? Why would we do that? Oh! I see what's happening. That seems reasonable. I don't know why we'd go that far, but I also don't understand this, so. Ah. Okay. I bet you that stands for bluegrass or something. Or related to that in some fashion. I don't know, it just seems like something that would be. Yeah. Okay. That's really cool. I'm gonna do that. Unless I can get a northward one. I don't know. Ooh. Well, that's a huge damn mess. But it's slightly less stupid. This is so interesting. I wish I could get one that goes. There we go. That seems a little more like not nonsense, right? Yeah, I like that. Okay, we'll do that route. And then our arrival. Let's see what that does. That's incredibly stupid. Nope, very stupid. Well, slightly less stupid. It's like 50-50 stupid. All right, I like that. That's a dumb thing, though. Which one was it I had? It was like... There we go. That is pretty great. Okay. Yes, yes. There we go. Okay. All these things are now plotted. I have no idea what I'm doing. They are now plotted. We are going to activate that on the ground. We're going to set an altitude setting. I have no idea what the hell. I don't know what I set it to. We'll see what they tell us. I'm going to assume it was 7,500 because it tends to be. Put it in nav mode. Flight director is on. All right. Yeah, let's see what it does. I feel like I'm playing with advanced equipment when I'm used to Tinker Toys, but that's okay. Holding the brakes. Wheels up. Flaps up.
Delta Charlie Tango Delta, continue for north departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace. Delta Charlie Tango Delta, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
No, that's
Cincinnati Tower Dair 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta frequency change.
Close enough.
Cincinnati approach Dair 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta 2 miles south of Cincinnati. Request IFR to O'Hare ready to copy.
Dair 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta is cleared to O'Hare Airport as filed. Squawk 4106.
Dair 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta cleared to O'Hare Airport as filed.
Freaking sweet.
Squawk 4106.
Dair Charlie Tango Delta, read back correct. Radar contact 3,700 feet. Altimeter 29er.9er to continue to flow E-turning and following heading 185. Proceed on course climb and maintain 10,000 feet.
Continue to flow E-turning and following heading 185. Resume on navigation climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Dair Charlie Tango Delta.
Dair Charlie Tango Delta, contact Cincinnati departure on 128.7.
Going to 128.7 Dair Charlie Tango Delta. Cincinnati departure Dair 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta
Reset my
is
stuff.
climbing through 5,200 feet for 10,000 feet.
Head tracking got a little wonky there.
0 Charlie Tango Delta, Cincinnati departure. Continue to Sewell as planned.
Yes, sweet.
Altimeter 29er,
This is working well.
9er 2.
Gonna turn there, buddy. There it goes. How freaking cool is this? I don't know. This is awesome. gonna have to understand this better. I'll have to show somebody this video later. I think maybe they can explain this to me. This is great. This is stuff I like to do. Planning and mapping and...
Dollar Charlie Tango Delta, contact Indianapolis Center on 123.925.
123.925 for Dare Charlie Tango Delta. Indianapolis Center, Dare 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta is climbing through 9,800 feet for 10,000 feet.
Dare 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta, Indianapolis Center, continue to MIPI as planned. Altimeter 29.902. Dare Charlie Tango Delta, contact Cincinnati departure on 128.
They sure like to hand you off like crazy. I feel like that... Does that happen in real life? I don't know. Anybody know that? I'd love to know. Maybe make a comment.
You are 74 miles south. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 24 left approach via Tari transition. Cleared to Terry. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 24 left approach via Tari transition. Cleared to Terry Endeavor 49er 79er. Wisconsin Tree 771, contact Indianapolis Center on 135.575.
I think we've reached cruise altitude.
Going to 135.575, Wisconsin Tree 771.
There we go. Cruise power. Keep an eye on that. Make sure it doesn't go much higher. That should be fine. Okay. There's the airport. That's really cool. Oh man, now I gotta do one of these, like heading to Orlando. But that would be a very long... That would have to be like a whole stream. I totally want to do that now though. Preferably this plane, but maybe one of the faster ones, honestly. It would be nicer since it would take many, many less hours. This is neat though. I think we have the chance now to go into external view if we want to for a little while and actually like look at stuff. This is going to be kind of doing its thing for a little while. Now we're booking it. Doing about 276 knots, true airspeed. This will do 330, I think, but only at high altitudes. Everything's set perfectly at the moment. All right, I'm going to turn the volume down. Let's see, was it? Ah, it's so loud! Jesus. What's the third-person view? Like the normal, controlled third-person view. Keyboard. Alright, it'll be spelled out. End. End is the external view. Okay. You need to turn that way the hell down. I mean, it's so loud out there. I wish they had a separate slider for external view. It would be an excellent choice on their part. I don't know why that's not a thing, but okie dokie. Am I not talking to them?
Cincinnati departure day Zero X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta 10,000 feet.
Delta Zero X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta Cincinnati departure continue to JBMCH as planned. Altimeter 29.
I think it's just the engines.
Cincinnati departure day Zero X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta requesting vector to next waypoint.
Doppler Charlie Tango Delta continue to JBMCH turning and following heading 185 proceed on course.
Continue to JBNCH turning and following heading 185 proceed on course Dayer Charlie Tango Delta.
That's not making much sense to me. It seems confused. Because that would be... I think it's...
Doppler Charlie Tango Delta contact Indianapolis.
Yeah,
Center
let's
on
see what they have to say.
124.775.
124.775 Dayer Charlie Tango Delta. Indianapolis Center Dayer 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta 10,000 feet.
Dayer 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta Indianapolis Center continue to JBNCH as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
Okay. So what we do here, we turn the master volume back up, and we turn the engines way the hell down to like nothing. Then we do it again, because that's still too loud, in my opinion.
Indianapolis.
Just personally speaking, I don't know why. Let's literally make it 5%.
Skywest 3882 is out of flight level 360 for 10,000 feet. Skywest 3882 Indianapolis.
Interesting. Hold up. Sorry, I know I'm getting distracted by this. There's a response curve on the volume slider. It's more pronounced. How intensely dumb. Put that to like 60%.
Center continue as planned.
How weird.
Indianapolis Center Priority Air 1 is out of flight level 240.
How very, very weird.
For 10,000 feet.
Priority Air 1 Indianapolis Center continue as planned.
It's somewhat tolerable.
1001, contact Indianapolis Center on 120.65.
One two zero decimal 65. Brickyard 3501.
Air Charlie Tango Delta, contact Indianapolis Center on 135.125.
135.125 Dare Charlie Tango Delta.
That's a cool view. How'd we get to that?
Indianapolis Center, Dare 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta 10,000 feet.
Dollar 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta, Indianapolis Center, continue to JBNCH as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
Okay, turn that off. This is fascinating to me. All right. Put those to 10. The environment down to like 15. Aircraft miscellaneous to 20. Not bad. But how did we do that? Oh, yes. Yes. Now we know how to do this. How cool. These are so cool. I gotta learn what the keybinds are. All right, let's find out what the keybinds are to switch these, because I really want to know now. Also, there's apparently something for the drone camera there that we can fiddle with. Camera. Control Shift numbers. Or Shift A and A. Okay.
Lindbergh 4385, Indianapolis Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
This is like on the tail. Whoa, what is this? Oh, sweet, it's like a action zoom. And then the plane crashes. That was cool. So, damn it. Damn it, what did it do? It decided not to control itself anymore? Now I'm sad. I was really enjoying that. Alright, so we learned something there. Don't play with the cameras. Don't do that. My sadness is immense. Wonder if we could put ourselves in the air, kind of in the right general area, and then get back on track. Wonder what that was about. I wonder if the input there overrode the autopilot and crashed the plane.
Tower Dare 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta, ready for departure to the north at runway 18 center.
Well, that's kind of cool, actually. Alright, well, let's set this crap back up. Kind of annoyed by that, but that's okay. I was actually really enjoying that. So I wonder where it went wrong. I think we used... Yes, that one. And then we used... Maybe that one? Yeah. Something by Oxy, I think. Nope. Close. Still close. That doesn't look familiar. That could work. There we go. Okay. All right, this time we're not screwing it up. Let's do this. The learning process. We'll still go back into the external view. We're just going to monitor. All right, parking brake is off. Brakes are in. There's a plane taking off. We're going to let them take off. Otherwise, last time it went really well. I'm going to set it to 7,500 again just to be safe, and then we'll adjust it once we're in the air. There we go. Close enough. I think if I do that... that makes more sense. Okay. There. Okay. Put that on. Put nav on. Let's rock. I think I'm actually set up to just take off and go. So we're going to do it. Come on. Stay straight. Here's up.
Dover Charlie Tango Delta, continue for north departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
Cincinnati Tower Dare 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta continue for north departure.
There we go. All right, let's go into external view. We're gonna see if it continues to do what I told it to do.
Dover Charlie Tango Delta, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Cincinnati Tower Dare 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta frequency change. Cincinnati approach Dare 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta 2 miles north of 67 Kilo Yankee request IFR to O'Hare ready to copy.
Dover 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta is cleared to O'Hare Airport as filed. Squawk 0645.
Dare 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta cleared to O'Hare Airport as filed. Squawk 0645.
Dover Charlie Tango Delta, read that correct. Radar contact 4,700 feet. Altimeter to niter decimal niter 2, continue to FLOE turning and following heading 185, proceed on course climb and maintain 8,000 feet.
Continue to flow E-turning and following heading 185, proceed on course climb and maintain 8,000 feet Dare Charlie Tango Delta.
Dover Charlie Tango Delta, contact Cincinnati departure on 126.65.
Acknowledge the handoff.
126.65 Dare Charlie Tango Delta. Cincinnati departure Dare 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta is climbing through 6,500 feet for 8,000 feet.
Dare 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta Cincinnati departure continued as Zuglo as planned. Altimeter to niter decimal niter 2.
How freaking cool. Oh, that's neat. I want to see what this does. I haven't played around with this before, the camera. That's really neat. There we go. Those are good views. They were like right here at the beginning. External 3 is pretty great. So is external 1. What a strange view. I do. Huh, cool. What a neat thing. Oh, well. Actually, I am going to save that. Let me save. Interesting. I'll figure that out later. Alright, so it was like right there before where we lost it.
Cincinnati departure Dair 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta requesting vector to next waypoint.
Dair Charlie Tango Delta, continue to JBNCH turning and following.
It gets dyslexic.
Proceed on course.
It's really interesting.
Continue to JBNCH.
There's some bugginess to that.
Following heading 185.
Because 185 would have us going backwards.
Charlie Tango Delta.
It's like we never grabbed the right part of the flight plan or
Delta,
something.
contact Indianapolis Center on 124.775.
124.775 Dair Charlie Tango Delta. Indianapolis Center, Dair 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta 8,000 feet.
Dair 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta, Indianapolis Center, continue to JBNCH as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
Wish they'd give us a slightly higher cruise altitude. Let's see if we could get it. We're at 8,000. Go up by 4,000 feet.
Indianapolis Center, Dair Charlie Tango Delta. Request 12,000 feet.
Dair Charlie Tango Delta, climb and maintain 12,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 12,000 feet, Dair Charlie Tango Delta.
I hate this because then you run into this same problem. Whoa, whoa. Close enough.
Dair Charlie Tango Delta, contact Indianapolis Center on 135.125.
135.125 for Dair Charlie Tango Delta. Indianapolis Center, Dair 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta is climbing through 10,100 feet for 12,000 feet.
Doppler 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta, Indianapolis Center, continue to JBNCH as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
All right, I'm throttling back up. Here we go. Bit of a ways. I feel like this is a not efficient approach, but that's okay. Alright, we're gonna watch when we reach this. I want to make sure it doesn't go completely haywire on us. Apparently I'm not fully fueled right now. That's interesting. I hope I have enough fuel. I don't know if I do or not.
Doppler Charlie Tango Delta, contact Indianapolis Center on 120.65.
120.65 Day or Charlie Tango Delta. Indianapolis Center, Day or 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta, 12,000 feet.
Delta 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta, Indianapolis Center. Continue to Mike India, Echo as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
What's that one doing here? Oh, it's my typical nav log. I don't even mess with that ever. Most of this stuff. Yeah, I don't know why I'm so low on fuel. Interesting. Well, if we start to run low on fuel, we'll just give ourselves more fuel. Just screw it. Put the camera under the thing again.
Indianapolis Center Spirit Wing 6 is at flight level 280, descending 10,000 feet. Spirit Wing 6 Indianapolis Center, continue as planned. Air Shuttle 6150 traffic is 1 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 410 generic. Report them in sight. Southwest 4818 traffic is 10 o'clock 1 mile at flight level 380 generic. Report them in sight.
Air Shuttle 6150 have the traffic.
Very cool.
Southwest 4818 traffic in sight.
Quite the trip. I feel like we could go way higher.
Southwest 4818 contact Indianapolis Center on 135.125. Air Shuttle 6150 contact Indianapolis Center on 124.775.
Wow, look at these. What was that? One of the little plane markers were going nuts for a second. That's kind of fun. I don't know what that was about.
124.775 Air Shuttle.
I wonder if when you're in
6150.
external view, these update at a really, really low pace or something. I think that's probably what's happening there.
135.125 Southwest 4818.
Alright, I'm turning back up my volumes and stuff to a more reasonable level, and I'm going to stay in the cockpit for now and observe, because I like cockpit view. Big fan. That being said, is there anything in here where you could turn the volume down? Just saying. It'd be really nice. Put everything back up to 50 and see how that is. Okay. So we are just cruising along. 281 knots, not bad. Could always request a flight level change and go way quicker, honestly, considering how far we are from our destination. Get the big map. Like, we could climb another couple thousand feet and get to, like, here and start descending. I think. Let's do it. We're at 12,000. Sure. Up to the 20s. Or actually, we'll go up to like 18,000 feet.
Indianapolis Center, Air Charlie Tango Delta. Request flight level 180.
Dover Charlie Tango Delta climb and maintain flight level 180.
Climb and maintain flight level 180 Air Charlie Tango Delta.
United 1525 contact Chicago Center on 119.85.
Okay. Now we're climbing.
119.85 for United 1525.
There's like traffic up there, generic, that's like really high. Look at that. Interesting. I heard the F-15 update included making the instrumentation work for this kind of stuff.
Indianapolis Center, Mary.
It's more manual, though. You don't have the Garmin thing.
Level 340 for 10,000 feet.
So you'd have to like nav marker to these.
E2 Indianapolis Center. Continue as planned.
Or flight plan it out, you know, accordingly. I love how fast we climb. It's ridiculous. All right, we're leveling out. I'm going to throttle back up.
Spirit Wing 6 contact Chicago Center on 119.85. .85 for Spirit Wing 6.
What is that? All right, now we should be moving a little quicker once we get back up to speed anyway. How's our fuel looking? We're still pretty good. Where's the actual fuel indicator in this aircraft? That's interesting, isn't it? Ooh, now we're getting moving.
Southwest Niner 86 contact Chicago Center on 123.85.
We hit like an altitude where our power just jumped up a lot.
Going to 123.85 Southwest 9086.
Indianapolis Center Air Transport 3433 is out of flight level 265 for 10,000 feet.
Doing about 300 knots, not bad. That's somewhere like it.
433 Indianapolis Center. Continue as planned.
That's a little more like it. Alright, so again, when we get to here, we're going to start descending down through all this so that we're at whatever level they think we need to be at. We could also just wait to hear what they say. We're really booking it right now. I mean, 300 knots is pretty solid. About what I usually do in the Aermacchi. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't mean to bump that. Back off, back off. Wow, little tiny changes to throttle give you big changes to torque at this altitude. I wonder if that bump was from like the automatic adjustment to the mixture, because this has auto fuel mixture. I bet you that's what it was. I had to fathom a guess.
SkyWest 5546 contact Chicago Center on 123.85. Delta Charlie Tango Delta contact Chicago Center on 119.85.
Okay.
Going to 119.85 Dayer Charlie Tango Delta. Chicago Center Dayer 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta flight level 180.
Dayer 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta Chicago Center, continue to bunt as planned. Altimeter 29.92.
Alright, well, while we're putzing about in the air here. That's interesting. Oh, it's like a
SkyWest 3283 contact Chicago Center
light on the wing,
123.85.
maybe to show off if there's ice there. That's kind of cool. We don't have any icing occurring, so.
Going to 123.85. SkyWest 3283.
What other options do we have? We got our map range for our small map. That's kind of a cool thing. Interesting. Oh, that's cool. Nothing there. Nothing there. No weather to be aware of. That's interesting. I'm gonna turn that on. I want to see what that does. How nice. What a nice system. We'll just keep that ready to activate. We're getting there. Wonder when they'll tell us to go down. Because last time I did IFR stuff, it did actually tell me what it wanted. Like, they told me to descend, they told me to do this, that, and the other thing. I'm interested to see if they do that still. Interesting. Seems to be about the minimum size where that interface works properly. Kind of weird. I'm gonna let air traffic control tell me when to do and what to do. Or what to do and when to do it, rather. I just want to see if it pulls it off.
Delta 1282, contact Chicago Center on 123.85.
The heat ripple? That's the heat ripple. That's really cool. Off the engines. How neat.
123.85 for Delta 1282.
A damn nice plane inside. Goodness gracious. a damn nice plane in general. What's up there? Interesting. Don't know what that does or means. Alright, how's our fuel looking? Because this thing won't tell us. And that is important information. It's fine right now. A little airport out there somewhere. Definitely getting there. Ninja Cupcake. I feel like that's probably where we're headed, is this cluster of people, but not sure. I should do this flight later with the F-15. That'd be fun.
Air Royal 123, contact Chicago Center on 125 decimal.
Just how much quicker we get there. Oh my.
decimal 375 for Air Royal 123. Dare Charlie Tango Delta, contact Chicago Center on 135 decimal 9er.
135 decimal 9er, Dare Charlie Tango Delta. Chicago Center, Dare 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta, flight level 180.
Delta 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta, Chicago Center, continue to WATSN as planned. Altimeter 29er decimal 9er 2.
Okay, so we're about to do our turn here. I feel like once we've done the turn, we should request a flight level change back down to 8,000. But maybe I'm wrong. No, you know what? No, screw it. I keep wanting to jump the gun, and let's not do that. Let's just let them direct us. Now I wonder at what point we can switch into approach mode, because our approach starts there. We could probably do it once we're onto this, maybe? was that? Oh, is that the actual... That's weird. That's all related to startup. There's a plane on the map somewhere, but he's either not visible, not tagged,
Chicago
or...
Center, generic November 86, Victor
Not
Papa
sure.
is out of flight level 190 for 10,000 feet.
Generic November 86 Victor Papa Chicago Center, continue as planned.
I think I can see the water. Yeah. Now what I should do is I should do a...
Tango Delta traffic is 9 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level 190 generic. Report them in sight.
Yep.
Generic 6 Victor Papa traffic is 12 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level 180 TDM 9. Report them in sight.
Dare Charlie Tango Delta traffic in sight.
Generic 6 Victor Papa has the traffic.
Very cool. Somebody's moving, or I'm moving relative to them very quickly, one or the other. Alright, we're gonna start turning here soon. I'm still very curious as to when they'll have us descend. But I guess we'll find out. Because I know that cluster of people has to be the airport. Weeb. Okay. Next time, I say next time, someday, when I'm on an airplane again, A big plane. I'm gonna have to pay more attention to when they do these things. Flight level changes and whatnot. Here's a little airport. What that's about. An odd layout for neighborhoods or whatever those are.
Generic 6 Victor Papa, contact Chicago Center on 127.55. .55 for generic 6 Victor Papa.
I'll request the vector to next waypoint, see what they say.
Chicago Center Dair 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta requesting vector to next waypoint.
Dollar Charlie Tango Delta, continue to price turning and following heading 185, resume on navigation.
It's still backwards.
Continue to price turning and following heading 185, proceed on course Dair Charlie Tango Delta.
Unless they're saying you're heading out of 185. The only other thing I could think of. Doesn't make much sense to me, but what do I know? I do really feel like this would be the point where we would start descending since the airport's literally right over there. Oh, again, what do I know? I'm still...
Dollar Charlie Tango Delta, contact Chicago Center on 127.55.
127.55 Dair Charlie Tango Delta. Chicago Center Dair 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta flight level 180.
Dollar 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta Chicago Center, continue to hold as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
Any old day. Somebody's in a fighter jet. Or slewing. I'm not sure which. I'm gonna go with slew. That's faster than a fighter jet. That's a fighter jet, for sure. I'm gonna activate approach, I think? Just really feeling like this is the point where I should start going down, but...
Dollar Charlie Tango Delta, descend and maintain 10,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet Dair Charlie Tango
Yes, let's go
Delta.
to negative. Oh boy. Hey, how's it going?
Flight 1126 Heavy is out of flight level 245 for 2,700 feet. Frontier Flight 1126 Heavy Chicago Center, continue as planned.
Just practicing my IFR. Let's see. So they wait pretty late. Right now I'm heading into Chicago. It'll be pretty cool. Nice. That's that is not a little flight.
Charlie Tango Delta, you are 50 miles east.
Oh my.
Descend and maintain 9,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 28 right approach via VOGLR transition. Cleared to VOGLR.
Descend and maintain 9,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 28 right approach via VOG or transition. Cleared to VOG or Day or Charlie Tango Delta.
I have no idea what I'm doing, so I don't know if I can make it any better, but I feel like it might actually be just this game. I'll put this in approach mode. Don't know what that's going to do necessarily, but we'll see.
Chicago Center Envoy 3365 is out of 14,600 feet for 10,000.
It does seem like a really long thing.
Envoy 3365 Chicago Center. Continue as planned. Altimeter
It's definitely feeling that way. Okay, so it's not just me, that's just how it works.
Alpha contact Chicago Center on 135.9er.
That's funny. I love that. I was having a darn time getting like my departure from Cincinnati to be something normal that didn't take me a million miles out of the way. All right, we're definitely approaching. Approaching is occurring. But it is like way the hell out there. Oh my.
FedEx tree, 02 tree, you are 41 miles northeast.
Look at the
Climb
little
and maintain 10,000.
shine off that.
Expect
That's fine.
ILS runway 27 right approach via VOGLR transition. Cleared to VOGLR. Frontier Flight 1126 heavy contact Chicago Center on 120.35. Envoy 3365 traffic is 6 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level 200 Airbus A20N. Report them in sight.
Feel like I guess I'm at a decent speed, aren't I?
Envoy 33.
Oh my goodness gracious, thank you so much. Wow. That's awesome. Thank you. Goodness
Going
gracious.
to 120.35 Frontier Flight 1126 heavy.
I think you are the second person that has ever done that, so I appreciate it. Unless I've missed an alert somewhere. I might have. It's possible. That is awesome. Thank you so much. A whopping $12 now. Woohoo! Getting places. The journey. Really, I super duper appreciate that. Thanks, man. All right, let's see how we're doing. Yep, you were right. We're still a million miles away. It's just forever and ever and ever. Like, good grief. It's just like never ending. So far. Yep. Yeah, I figured a decently lengthed trip from CVG to here would be fun. Although the first, I did fly halfway there and then did something, I don't know what I did while I was in camera mode, and managed to crash the plane.
Chicago approach on 125.7.
Autopilot went wacko on me.
FedEx 302 tree contact Chicago approach on 133.625.
125.7 for Dare Charlie Tango Delta.
So I don't know.
6 Kilo Alpha traffic is 9 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 370 generic. Report them in sight.
I'm not 100% on how
American 738 traffic is 9 o'clock 3 miles
altitude.
at flight level 34.
I'm going to switch off of that. How altitude
Chicago approach
hold
Dare
and
0
approach
X-ray
mode
0 0
interact
Charlie
with each
Tango
other.
Delta 9,100 feet.
Dare 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta Chicago approach continue to mod as planned. Altimeter 29.902. Dare Charlie Tango Delta descend and maintain 8,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 8,000 feet Dare Charlie Tango Delta.
I'm going to back this off ever so slightly more so we start slowing down. What does that put me at? About 20% torque? 22% torque? That's pretty good. I'm going to turn this off now. I don't think I need that map. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, yeah, I'm going to look at that here in a minute.
Dare Charlie Tango Delta descend and maintain 7,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 7,000 feet Dare Charlie Tango Delta.
Just keep that ball rolling there. I'm going to put my first thing of flaps out. I think we could, we'll wait a little bit longer to put out landing gear. Go to like 150. Seems pretty good so far.
Dare Charlie Tango Delta descend and maintain 6,000 feet.
Yeah, it seems like it, doesn't it?
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet Dare Charlie Tango Delta.
Okay, so I could wait quite a bit longer for that first issue of flaps. That makes sense because we're still like really far away. That's true. That's really the important part, isn't it? Critical life pro tip in flying planes. Just don't die. At least we can see it now. Yeah, because like I could put flaps away and we could kind of putz along a little bit faster, couldn't we? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hang out right at like flap deploy speed. That's what I'm gonna do.
Dare Charlie Tango Delta descend and maintain 5,000 feet.
Let's acknowledge that.
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet Dare Charlie Tango
This is
Delta.
pretty good, actually. This approach, I like this. The one thing I didn't know yesterday when I was landing with approach mode was I didn't know at what point I should take over and actually land. So I may have done it a smidge early or a smidge too late. I'm not really sure. But I landed, so it counts.
United 5907 traffic is 2 o'clock, 4 miles at
Gotcha.
5,600 feet Dare TBM 9. Report them in sight. Dare Charlie Tango Delta descend and maintain 4,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 4,000
What was
feet
that
Dare
traffic?
Charlie Tango Delta.
Oh, I guess now they don't
Dare
really go.
Charlie Tango Delta traffic is 3 o'clock, 3 miles at 6,600 feet generic. Report them in sight.
Here they are.
Dare Charlie Tango Delta have the generic in sight.
United
Gotcha.
5907 traffic in sight.
I don't think this one does not have the ability to do that. It's all the like Cessnas and Airbus and all that jazz that can do that, right? I haven't even flown one of those really. Not seriously anyway. I mean, I've taken off and putzed around in them obviously, but not in any way that makes any sense. It seemed like
Dare Charlie Tango Delta, you are 13 miles east of O'Hare. Contact tower on 133.0 when inbound.
we're doing good here.
Tower on 133.0 Dare Charlie Tango Delta.
Yeah, I've heard there's some problems with them.
Tower Dare 0 X-ray.
Isn't there like a
00
really good
Charlie Tango
citation
Delta,
mod
12
that makes it a
miles
lot
east
better?
inbound ILS runway 28 right approach.
Delta 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta Tower. Cleared ILS runway 28 right approach. Altimeter 29.902 wind 229 at 5.
I'm gonna have to check that out at some point.
Cleared ILS runway 28 right approach Dare Charlie Tango Delta.
Looks like we're just maintaining a nice glide slope now. Wow, Chicago murders my frame rate. Like, it's 21 FPS right now. This is crazy. So much geometry it has to load. Alright, I'm gonna put out a thing of flaps. I think the time is probably upon us. Maybe a bit longer. I don't know, we're still pretty far out, aren't we? Let's wait till we pass the final marker. Then we'll do it. Put that cursor away.
Delta Charlie Tango Delta cleared to land runway 28 right. Wind 229 at 5.
Alright. That seems like a good enough time as any.
Cleared to land runway 28 right Dare Charlie Tango Delta.
Ooh. There goes the frame rate. Goodness gracious. This is single digit frame rates. Gear down. I am in single digit frame rates. The city is murder on this. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. That's brutal. I'm just gonna keep looking at this stuff. We need to do something about it. I think we need our final thing of flaps out any old time now. Coming in a bit low, I think. Get those out. I'm taking over. Oh god, the frame rate's killing me here. It's like causing me problems. Causing me major problems. Somebody's having fun there. And there's a big damn jet coming out on the runway. A little bouncy. Excuse me. Flight simulator things.
Dover Charlie Tango,
Hey.
Delta exit runway when able.
That was awesome. That was really, really fun. I'm digging instrument flying. It's pretty great.
Dover Charlie Tango, Delta contact ground on 121.9er.
How's it going? I just flew from CVG to O'Hare. That was fun. Acknowledge the ground.
Going to
Handoff.
121
God, the frame rate though. Oh my
Air
god.
Charlie Tango Delta.
I gotta optimize a bit. I should probably turn some things down. Alright, I'm not actually going to park this thing up. I'm gonna back out to the main menu. Ooh, validate. I don't know what that does. I think it is. I should probably turn off generic traffic, but it's just kind of fun when you're putzing along and it's like, hey, there's generic traffic around. Look at it. I think I could probably tweak that a bit though. Let's see what I can do. Like, let's do... Go to my graphics. What do I have set on? I have very low density, but we could make it even lower. Because I don't really care much. These seem reasonable to me. Do like a medium level of that. Anything I could turn down a bit? Let's see. I have stuff cranked up a lot, but whatever. I feel like, let's see, what else could we do? What time is it, by the way? I need to check what the time is. Let me see this. I want to see this. Oh my, that's cool. I love flying over Tokyo. It's so fun. So fun. I was actually, there was a, I gotta go find it. Let me find it. There was an area I really want to take a bush plane to. That is awesome. How long did that flight take? Goodness gracious. I'm gonna look at this too. I'm gonna look at this flight plan. That's the goofiest approach. Why? Why is that the approach? That's just crazy. I finally got to look at that approach. That is awesome. So, there was a thing in Japan. I want to see. Let me zoom out. Gotta put it in. I'm gonna reset that. I'm gonna open my filters. I'm gonna do satellite mode. So, of course, the map's terrible. The map is terrible, but like all along here, near Mount Fuji, there's like a bunch of really neat areas, and I want to find a nearby airport. Let me see this. Let me see this. Oh my god. That's amazing. That is really, really cool. Awesome. That is awesome. There's like this, I don't know. Okay, so there's an airport right here. I'm thinking I'm gonna take that airport. I gotta find this place. But it was like down here and there aren't any airports here. Let me turn everything that isn't airports off. It's like a really remote area. Just don't see anything. You would need one hell of a bush plane to get there. Oh no. Yeah, that's gonna be problematic. What was it I did one time? I got myself lost trying to cross some mountains over here somewhere, and I was like skimming the ground, pushing the bush plane way past where it could ever possibly go. It was really funny. Like, I was like a good 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 feet above what it was supposed to be able to do, just barely keeping it in the air. I have no idea how. But there is an awesome, awesome little river running up here with like this rock wall, and I'm just like, damn, I gotta go look at that in a bush plane. But let's get a sense of how far that really is. That's pretty damn far. Let me set the time of day so it's not stupid. Like just if we were gonna go from there to there. Okay, it's not as far as you think. I gotta switch up my controls if I'm gonna do bush planes though. Not that you can't do that in a Cessna. Okay, that's doable. If I was in a X-Cub, I think it'd be quite doable. I'll tell you what, give me a second. I'm gonna get rid of my yoke, and I want to get a more, you know what, screw it. I'll just take the Cessna. Why not? It's good enough. Not as good a view, but good enough. Keep all these up. Yeah, kicking things. I don't know, there's just some really neat areas here I need to fly around. I had a really good time. Right at the beginning of this stream, I was testing some controls out, and I was flying around my local glider club. And I actually saw two people landing and taking off at my glider club, but I couldn't catch up to them. I don't know why anybody would be there. Oh, dude, that screenshot. It's a good screenshot. Mount Fuji is nothing if not an excellent screenshot generator. Let's get this recentered. So where are we headed? Let's see. I don't even remember what rotation speed is for this little plane. I'm gonna go with now. Well, that is one hell of a takeoff. Goodness gracious. gonna come about this way. Way overdoing it on those rudder pedals. I'm still working on those. I feel like they're too sensitive. That's about where I want to hang out. Oh, this is gonna look good. This is gonna look real good. Look at that. Good grief. That's amazing. I wonder what altitude. What were we already at 3,500? Okay. Poor little thing does not climb that fast. Wow, this is pretty though right now. That's gracious. How cool. Yeah, early one today. Need to do more of these earlier streams. I have the time right now, so. The moment I am in between jobs. Well, I guess this is my job, which is not a bad thing. How freaking cool is this? Alrighty, I will talk to you later. Let's see. Where was it though? That's the question. I gotta figure out where I was. I was flying over this the other day in a jet, which, as you know, kind of makes things look a little bit different. Did that area? Yeah, okay, okay. There we go. I was around this, and there's a river I was following, I think. Let me get back down into this valley over here. See what we can see. I'm gonna put this up here. I'll level this bad boy out, actually, is what I'm gonna do. I could be wrong. Again, when you're going so fast, so high in a jet fighter, it makes things confusing. In fact, I think it was up here. I'm gonna head back in that direction. Get this trimmed. I'm gonna kind of lazily drift over in this direction. This seems good. I think we're crossing this ridge here and then diving down into this valley. I know, it's so good. It's just so good. This like wilderness area around the mountain is just awesome. I was flying around north of here where that mountain out there is, and there was like low-hanging clouds just kind of clinging to it, and I was flying around it in my jet fighter. It was amazing. Like, I couldn't believe how good it looked. Look at this like mountain lake here, this mountain ridge. This is really cool. I wonder what these cities are. See if I can do a non-sucky coordinated turn. I know. No, it's really satisfying to play, and I don't know. I'm kind of into like in real life I ride motorcycles, and it's this kind of stuff like operating machinery I just find really soothing and kind of zen. I want to learn how to pilot powered aircraft in real life. At the moment, I'm learning how to fly gliders, so that's the thing. Actually, I have a glider port very near to us, which is awesome. Oh, this is cool. Look at this. There it is. So see that? There's this little strip of green out here. Pretty sure that's what I'm heading towards. And it was just this really neat ridge and like a little river valley next to it. And I was like, I have to come back here. We're gonna get turbulence over this ridge, aren't we? Like right about now. Yep. I actually... Does it model the lift effect off the ridge? I think it does. Let's see. Alright, we're directly over the ridge. Yeah, I think it's modeling this. Interesting. Yes, this is live weather at the moment. Not live time, obviously. It's not this time in Japan, but live weather. Very nice. Yesterday I was flying around with live weather and it was like low-level clouds and all kinds of stuff. I was flying over, oh gosh, it was out in California. Forget which park it was in California, and I was flying over the mountain ridges there, and I was getting tossed around like a toy. Forget what plane I was in. I think it was the TBM, maybe? I was just getting tossed around. Like, it just like it was a piece, like just a little toy. It was amazing. And I was really high up, too. This is a big thing, though, is I want to find out if they actually model the, like, ridgeline lift when the air passing across it hits the ridge and then goes upward. Because that's a big thing. We actually had a person from our glider port that we go to leave to go to New Jersey one time, which is a pretty long distance from where we are. We're in southwestern Ohio, and he was heading out east, and you ride thermals out east until you get to like the mountains, and then you ride the ridgeline and you can go all the way to New Jersey. Yeah, it was amazing. That guy was crazy. Like, he was crazy good. I went up with him and the guy was incredible. Like, we were in a thermal one time keeping up with an eagle. An eagle. I kid you not. I was looking out my window at an eagle and he looked very confused. Yeah, it was pretty wild, and I had no idea that was a thing up until that point. I'm gonna start to descend down into this valley. Or at what, 6,000 feet? That's probably... Let's drop a couple thousand feet. Keep it in the green, but we'll let it descend. I love how well this plane flies. I also, man, I really need to look up what city this is, because this is like a huge city area. Like, really big. Pretty well modeled, too. I'm really impressed by the underwater texturing, like where you can see the sandbars and everything in the river. That's really, really cool. I know, right? It's pretty large, but that's pretty typical in Japan, it seems like. Cities get really big. What are we at? 4,000 feet, so we've gone down about 2,000 feet. I know, right? I want to know. Here, I'll zoom the VFR map out. That's Mount Fuji right there. It's just a little northwest of it. Bodies of water in between them and then along this river. Which, I think this river valley just goes and goes. That's where I need to take a fighter jet. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, that looks about right. I'm thinking Nagano. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I'm looking at the wrong part of the map. I'm also quite distracted at the moment. And I'm getting off course. Nagano is further up. Yeah, you're right. Nagano is where I landed. Okay, that's why I'm thinking. So I flew up along this to Nagano the other day in my jet fighter. That was really cool. And then I don't know what mountain it was, but it was one of these large mountains with that volcanic group tag on it that I think I flew around like a maniac. Look at this. Look how cool this area is. It's so neat. All right, this is actually uphill, so we're probably going to want to get down here and then start adjusting. In fact, I'm going to throttle back up now. I just thought this was a neat area. It's like city on a ridge overlooking a river. I don't know, it's really cool. I think I could turn the car setting up. How neat. Man, the view in real life here must be amazing. I mean, like, think about, like, you can look downhill for miles. How cool. How very cool. Hey, at least I got that bridge there. Thought this area must be really, really neat in real life. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that sounds good. No, I love that stuff. I love mapping things out. I do that on my motorcycle too. I've found so many interesting places near me, just like hunting around on Google Maps for neat places to ride a motorcycle. I actually learned a whole bunch about some of the places around here, like the way the roads have changed. Look at that. Look at that. Look how cool that is. So neat. Alright, I think we need to maintain about 500 feet up. No. 500 feet. Come on. I still really feel that the trim settings are too touchy. Way too touchy in this program. This is pretty good. I'm gonna go to the left of this mountain ridge, following this little river valley. What a neat area. I wonder if the buildings are really that clustered in real life. I know, right? It's like, what direction do you want to look to see amazing scenery? I don't even know. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that later. Oh, look at the river. Look at the river. I bet you that's incredible. I think... I think... Could probably stop climbing now, but I'll get a little bit higher. I'll get up to like 4,500, 5,000, somewhere in that general vicinity. Because we're gonna go out over this lake, and then it's a dive down into the city area and the landing. It's a little airport. Wasn't much to it. Somehow I managed to land a fighter jet there. Kind of amazed, actually. Oh, I bet you that looks incredible in real life. A little bridge. That's cool. We're actually getting pushed in that direction to our left. That's okay. Some traffic somewhere crisscrossing us, but I think they're above us. Can't really tell. Okay, I'm gonna level this thing off. This seems good. And a little bit of turbulence off of the mountain. That's gracious. A little bit of turbulence. And rocked all over the place. Goodness gracious. Look, there's little mountain lakes. So cool. This reminds me, some of this reminds me of some spots out in the western United States. There's some like really cool national parks with like mountain lakes and whatnot. I haven't flown around in a while. I should probably do again. Maybe do some actual bush flying and land out in the wilderness. Alright, so this lake, this little town, this lake, that ridge, and then we're down. And then we're heading down to that city down there in that valley. And that airport. One more notch of trim setting ought to get us to a cruise speed that's nice. Yep, that's pretty good. Ooh. When you do this in VR, it just won't look anywhere near this pretty. I don't know, they don't have VR running very well yet. Really rather frustrating. When we cross the ridge, we'll contact them. What direction are we heading? 33.
Romeo Juliet Alpha Foxtrot, traffic Cessna 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta 12 miles southeast, 5,500 feet inbound to land runway 36.
I don't know what altitude that runway's at. Does this tell us anything? Heck no. Well, we'll figure it out. That's a cool town. That was that other one. Very neat. Down all the way around a lake. How fun. I wonder if is there a dam involved in this lake? I feel like there must be. I'm probably flying over it. There's a river leading away from it downhill into that also large metropolitan area. There's the lights, I think. Yep. All right, we're gonna start descending. That ought to do. Maybe a little faster. That's actually a lot closer than I realized. Head in that direction. Or bleeding speed here. We can get lower. We're way too high. Let's see. That's looking better. Here we go. Not bad. Oh, ground handling feels way better. All right. Well, that was a fun little flight. What a cool area. But even from here, like, I can just imagine this would probably be beautiful in real life. On a clear day, oh my goodness. Look at this stuff. Really hope we get helicopters at some point in the not too distant future. I think that'd be really fun too. How awesome. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, I am going to go for a little while. I need to get some food. Once I've had some food, I will be back. But I'm probably going to play No Man's Sky. I have some creative ideas for a base I want to build. And I want to mess with that tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But yes, thank you again. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate that greatly. Like I said, I think you might be the second person that's ever done that. So that is awesome. And I'm glad you've been enjoying. It's nice to have somebody to talk to while I do all this. And I'm going to check out that stuff you linked me. But I'll be back. It'll probably be about an hour or so. So if I don't see you again tonight, have a good evening. I was going to say, I think it's late where you are. You said yesterday, right? So Thank you. But have a good one, and thank you again. I will see you all later.